Welcome back. Today I got a new jar of ink and it's from Talons, but I'd never seen these before. And it's like it comes in a little glass jar and I was like, ooh. So I'm going to try this out. I'm going to try it out on a new drawing today. Don't know what it's going to be, but I'm just going to throw it down and see what happens, okay? So only because I got a new jar of ink. I know, haven't you already got like 5 million litres of ink? Yes, I do. But it comes in this cute little jar and we have to try it out. Don't we? Yes, I do. See? He agrees. So we're gonna do a little test on this little jar of ink. Just you have a look and see if there's any differences. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Here comes a new drawing. Check it out. Well, hello, and we are back. I'm going to change my ink. I've got this new ink. It is actually a Talons ink. There you are. And it comes in this little glass jar. And I had to try this out. I don't know how different this is to the regular ink that I buy in my big kind of jugs. I usually buy the ink like this in these huge big jars, these big gallon or litre. That way I find I go through a litre of ink very quickly, and these little jars last no time. So I usually buy it in these big litres. Again, no sponsorship by any company or anything, it's just my own opinion. At the moment I'm using Talons ink, and quite regular because it's a good price. It's a good price, it's a good quality. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to start with a little bit of a different colour today. Just to kind of give myself a different inspiration, a little different, a little bit of a different angle to think about. Let's find a brush. A nice paintbrush. Can I use this one? Has it been cleaned out enough? Yeah, that'll do. And I'm just trying to vary my my start point. Sometimes it just kind of gives you a little bit of a It's a very dark, rich red there. That is so lovely. Oh, I do like that. And that is Monaco red. That's Monaco red. Everything's got an amazing name these days. It's like, you know, Petulia pink and whatever. Dinosaur green. And I'm just going to suck that up a little bit there, just to kind of, not because I'm worried about the runs, but I want the reds to come through a little bit more. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to build my inks on to that. I'll stay a little bit away from the edge of it at the moment. And this is the Talons ink from a jar. I'm curious to see if you notice any difference with how this ink is from the inks that I've been using. Is it coming in a jar? Is it actually any different? Let's start off with something nice and hairy feeling. And maybe that's like the top of that. Maybe that could be the hair of something, and I'll bring down. Maybe I'll bring in some delicate little glasses or something like that. It'd be cute. Little half cut glasses like maybe like a little, and that's the other side over there. And what I like to do with things like this is I like to just start, and I'm thinking, I don't know, just as you start to draw animals and things like that, just start popping into your head, and I'm thinking about those. Are they South American? The capybaras or whatever they're called? Capybara. So, so they've got huge, big kind of nostrils, if I remember. And I love the fact that you just, you know, sometimes you're just sitting here and you just think of something that just pops into your head, and you just have to go with it. That's quite a nice big chunky nose. That I can't remember if they have hair on their face or not, but I do remember they have like these very long, elegant little eyes in there. And I'm trying to be quite delicate with that. I'm trying not to get too thick with my ink around that, because I love these little delicate eyes that they have. Cool. Give them a little bit of a pucker lip, because they always seem to have that kind of a little bit kind of like upper class type of feeling to them. You know, like they're a little bit better than everybody else. These are quite nice, these little jars. I never quite understand why they always have such a small little opening at the top. I don't know, they're worried we're going to spill it or something. I don't know. Hopefully that red is going to come up lovely once it's... And I think they've got a little bit of a kind of like a little bit of a bare face, if I remember, and they've probably got some kind of like strange kind of whiskers or something. Because I think they're a rodent, if my mind is working, and quite often it isn't. I almost feel like he needs a like a dicky bow or something. He looks so kind of proper there, you know. Thank you for all the comments coming in. You guys have been absolutely amazing, a lot of you. Some really, really, really fabulous comments coming in. And all the comments just makes me feel great, you know. When you're drawing and you don't know who you're drawing for and who's out there and who's watching and who isn't, you can be quite, I don't know, it's quite a lonely thing being an artist. Just you and a jar of ink and some white paper that's just staring at you all the time. So really, really thank you very much for all the comments. It's been really, really amazing reading through some of them. Right, I think I really need to bring... Doesn't smell. I was using some acrylic inks earlier, and there's this funny smell. It's like I always kind of feel like acrylic inks always smell like old underpants or something. It's quite a horrible smell. So I kind of I used to use a lot of acrylic inks at one point. I've kind of gone off them for that main reason that once you've had them for a while, they really build up this smell about them. I'm not quite sure why. Any of you technical people want to tell me why? They just seem to have this very kind of pungent stink about them. Whereas I find Indian ink doesn't. Indian ink actually is very, very lovely. And what are we going to have this little capybara doing? This nib's going to fall out, I can feel it. Grab a quick tissue and give it a push. Still a little bit wobbly. That's solid. So I was just thinking, what are we gonna do for our little capybara? What are we gonna have him doing? I need to finish off the hair, but drawing all the hair kind of bores me a little bit. So sometimes I kind of go away for a while and then come back later and do a bit. This ink is actually coming on really nice. I don't know what you think, but it's actually feels lovely on the end of the nib. I actually buy a lot of Talon's ink. I'm not quite sure how many liters I must go through, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 liters sitting there at the moment, and that is not going to last me very long. I'm addicted to drawing. I'm addicted to sketching, and Indian ink is just like, wow, it's like the liquid of gods. It really is. I love the fact that whatever you put that line down, once you put that line down, it's there, and it's not gonna. You can't erase it. You're stuck with it, and it gives you a lot of pressure to be so kind of on the ball with things. And I love that. I love that kind of pressure of drawing, because I like to draw fast anyway. You know, I like to just let go and just forget about the world and the planet and all the everybody doing this to everybody else and whatever, you know. And I like to just switch my head into drawing mode and just draw. And sometimes it's actually looking quite cute. And then just let it out. Just let your feelings flow, and it's just beautiful. You never know. I mean, if you sit down and you just let your mind roll, you just sit there and draw amazing things you wouldn't have even planned, you know? I mean, how can you do a drawing that you don't plan? Well, I kind of think that all these amazing drawings and thoughts and everything are already in your head anyway. I mean, seriously, ask yourself, how long have you been drawing for? Right. So, you know, it's a fair time, right? So, right. Would I have enough space to get a little... Would I have enough space there? I've got this idea, and I'm not quite sure if I can put it all together, but I think it might be funny. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, should I go for it? Should I? I should have really started him a little bit higher up if I'm going to do such a big character, but let me see what I've got there. Okay, I've got this idea anyway. I'm just gonna go with it. All right, and if it messes up and it doesn't look cool, then well, it's your fault. Okay, yeah, you, yeah, yes, you. I'm pointing to you. Not my fault. Not my fault.
I've got this crazy idea that maybe he's sitting riding a little pony or a little horse or something. Yeah, I know. If I had a thought it was going to be a little horse, I would have given way more space. But I thought, well, let's try and do a little cute, cute little horse pony thing. I mean, that's part of the beauty also, though, that just kind of drawing and thinking whatever you want to do, just doing it, man. You know, just kicking down and saying, well, I want to draw a pony, all right. I want to draw a little horse or a little donkey or a little something underneath him, and going with it, just like yeah. And that's kind of exciting. Well, it is for me. I mean, you know, when you sit there and you get your little pencil and you're drawing everything and planning everything, and you know, I always kind of feel like it's like some kind of safety net you're building yourself. You know, it's like, well, you don't need a safety net. You're a pretty cool little artist. Just go with your mind. Just go with your heart. Look at his face. Oh my god. I'm happy I did that. Oh, this is definitely the silliest thing I've drawn. Please remember, this is us having fun. This is not us doing anything. You know, we're not in some kind of interview process here. It's just like us just kicking back and drawing for a bit of fun. And of course, we're going to give him this kind of donkey, horse, mule, whatever you want to call him. We're going to give him a nice big goofy head. Right, now I've got to think about where he's going to be sitting on that one. It's going to be... Okay, let's try and bring his neck. Okay. Cool. Right, so we're going to have something going on here with these little toes. I think he's got quite long kind of toes for a kind of rodent creature. I think he's got quite long stubbly toes, I think. You know, I can still smell that acrylic ink. And if you're using acrylic ink and you're working with somebody, I'm telling you now, they will keep looking at you like, have you wet your pants? Have you have you? So be prepared if you're using acrylic inks. That smell is gonna fill the whole house basically. Right, that's looking funny. What's that going to be right there? It's going to be right. Yeah, okay. That's a big capybara if he's riding this mule Where's the mule's belly going to be? About here somewhere. Right. Because I've got to get some little chubby legs in here somewhere. Capybaras have these little chubby legs. I think if I remember, capybaras actually are kind of cool with every animal on the planet. They've kind of got this, you know, they're like the hippie of the animal world, if I remember. You know, and you kind of put them down with your cat or your, you know, I've seen them with monkeys and cats, dogs, whatever. They're just like chilled out. So they're like the most chilled out animal on the planet. If you don't believe me, go and have a look. You'll be amazed how many photos of this little animal with other animals. Right. So I'm gonna have to have a be nice if you had a nice kind of like blanket that he's sitting on or something like that, wouldn't it? You know, like some kind of those kind of Mexican movies. And they're riding a donkey and stuff like that. They've always got these kind of big, gorgeous designed blankets. Very talented people. Do some other pattern on there as well, just to kind of make it. There we are, nice fun little thing. That's the back legs. This little thing's bouncing along very happily. Give him there you are. That kind of looks quite crazy, doesn't it? Fantastic. Well, that's quite a funky, isn't it? What do you think? You see all that? A capybara on top of a wild donkey, riding off into the sunset with their Mexican blanket hanging over. Cool. That's wild and funky. I like that. That's nice. It doesn't have any cable to it or anything like that, but I guess that looks nice. It's just like very friendly feeling. Put some tassels on that. They always have those tassels, don't they? I hope you've been drawing today. If you have, send me a link and I'll go and have a look at what you're drawing. Always good to see what other people are doing. I hope you got a very different style to mine and not so messy. And that is our capybara riding a donkey into the desert. Maybe he's off to a restaurant with these lovely with his lovely red hair and his little lip sticking out there. Cool. Well, that was a nice little quick sketch today. That was nice. Enjoyed that. Nice and relaxed, nice and easy. And it's nice when things just are nice and easy without pressure. And I'm Kieron SEAMONS, and I really thank you very much for coming along today. Thank you for coming and watching, and send me a comment. I'm always happy to get comments. It's always nice to know that there's people out there watching. I had real good fun drawing this capybara. I have never in my life drawn a capybara, so that's very, very cool. And I hope you like it. I hope you do. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. And come again soon.
Here's a little bit of the close-up. I know you like to see the close-ups. And there's his nose. Coming down to his jacket and onto the little donkey. And that's me. And there's all the big lumps and bumps of ink. Look at that. It's like a little town or something. And that is the final drawing. Thank you very much for coming to watch. Thank you very much for your time. And subscribe, because only 64% of people are subscribing. So if you subscribe, you'll see more of my crazy drawings every day. Thank you for coming. See you again soon. Bye-bye.